So today I have a different kind of video. We're gonna be doing another tutorial here for one of my games that I really like to play, but not alone. And that's gonna be Manhunt for PC. Now keep in mind this is for the Steam version of the game. So let's just hop right into it. If you have Manhunt on another platform like, I don't know, GOG or Epic or something, then I don't know if this would work, but this is just for the Steam version. So this tutorial is going to be pretty simple. It's a pretty quick tutorial just to get you up and running with Manhunt on PC, because the game is pretty difficult and kind of bad to run in 2022. So let me show you guys what I mean. So I have the game on Steam right here, Manhunt, and let me just show you guys what it looks like without the definitive fix or anything at all. No controller support, nothing. And as you can see, it's going to bring up this little menu right here. So I'm going to go with 4K full screen. Now keep in mind this is full screen. And there it is right there. As you can see, it looks pretty bad. If I go into settings, video, and I go, it's obviously at 4:3, which is pretty bad. I mean, 2022, come on now. If we go to widescreen, click OK, and then let's just say, you know, I want to quit the game just to reset it. It doesn't fix any of the issues with the widescreen, sadly. And you're about to see what I mean by that in a minute. The game looks really bad by right now, like today's standards. As you can see, it looks blurry. And pay attention to this menu as well for when we actually install the mod. But yeah, as you can see, it looks pretty bad. It looks like atrocious, just terrible. If we click play and then just go through the menu here, I'm just showing you guys what it looks like. And also keep in mind, there is no controller support for this as of right now. However, the mod actually adds controller support. This cutscene looks pretty bad as well. So let me just scroll through this.
By gangs. They're scum, just like you. And they're here to hunt you down and cut.
So yeah, just pay attention to how the game looks. It's very...
as best I can, but other than that, you're on your own.
It's not up to standard.
Okay, are you ready? Camera, action.
And you can kind of tell a bit with the way the HUD looks here, with the words. Pay attention to that HUD as well. It looks pretty bad, kind of pixely. And keep in mind, this is, like I said, this is on 4K and it looks like this. So we're gonna be installing the mod that fixes all this, and I'm playing on mouse and keyboard right now. But let's go ahead and quit the game here. So let's just go ahead and quit. Now, the mod is extremely easy to install. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it step by step. But basically, if you're on Steam, you're going to want to go into where it says guides right here. And then we're going to go by top rated of all time. From there, you're going to see it Manhunt Definitive Edition. Now, these guys are Giga Chads because they have not only done Manhunt, but they have done almost every Rockstar game that's been ported to PC. So I'm going to scroll right here, and as you can see, it says fixes porting errors, any bugs that are in the game, as well as any crashes on Windows 10. This also applies to Windows 11 because Windows 11 is just another number for 10. It does add support for widescreen as well as 60 FPS and game pads. Notice how it doesn't say mapping, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that later. But the upscaled videos and textures looks really nice. Now this library sections, if you have other games installed, you don't have to worry about this, because this stuff gets installed alongside other games. If you ever downloaded a new game and you see it starts downloading other stuff through Steam, it's usually this, so you don't have to worry about these things. And the sources section just shows you what the fix is. Like, see here, he's applied the widescreen fix. Oh, sorry, there's a bit of a heat wave here, so I'm kind of dying. The Blood Moon fix, which is basically just the HUD, and the Windows 10 fix. So down here it shows you exactly what it's supposed to be looking like. This is how the main screen is supposed to be looking. And these are just updates these people do for the game, which is pretty nice. But we're just gonna go ahead and click on this download section right here and click on Manhunt Definitive Edition. We're gonna press it, and it's gonna go ahead and open up their website, and we're just gonna go onto the download section. And this is what I mean. They have stuff for the definitive edition of GTA to GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, and even other games like 4, Chinatown Wars, Bully. So it's really interesting, but we're going to be going to the definitive edition of Manhunt. Now downloading it is pretty simple and installing it is really simple. We're just going to click on the download and we're going to click on the third link. I've tried the first two and they didn't work for me for some reason. So we're going to click on link 3, which is essentially just a Google Drive. You can see it right here. It says Carter City Definitive Edition. We're just going to click download right here, and you are going to have to wait a little bit because I don't know if it's my internet, but it just takes a bit to download here and load it up. Perfect, and as you can see, it's already popped up here. I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure it's on the download, and I'm gonna save it, and then I can just close this. I can show all to see that it's downloaded, and then close these. Now go ahead and just go to where you downloaded it. For me, it was in the download section, and it's gonna be a 7-zip file. So if you have WinRAR or 7-zip, just right click and extract it. I have 7-zip installed, so I'm just gonna go ahead and extract here, and there you go. You should have around 6 files. Let me go ahead and delete this one. Yeah, so it's 6 files here. So next, we're gonna have to put this inside the Manhunt directory. Now the way to get to that for any game, you're gonna go to the game Manhunt, click on this little gear, manage, properties, then we're gonna go to local files and browse. Now here is where the magic happens. So let's go ahead and bring it up. Now these 6 files, you're gonna click and drag over, and then you're gonna click replace files in destination, and it's gonna replace everything. Then I'm gonna go ahead and delete this just to keep it nice and organized. I'm gonna click X and X. Now from here, the mod is installed, so we're gonna click play and just go ahead and let it load up for a bit. It's gonna pull up with the same screen, and boom, as you can see, it looks much more better now, much clearer. Let's go ahead and skip this and look at the menu. Even the menu is different. As you can see, we can see the full menu now. We're gonna go into settings, make sure you have widescreen. Where is it here? Widescreen enabled. It'll enable it for you with the mod installed, but just make sure you have it. There's no reason to have 4:3 unless you, I don't know, play on a 4:3 monitor, if that's even a thing. But as you can see, everything is right here. The controls are automatically to mouse and keyboard, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to fix that. But for now, just click OK, back, and then we're just gonna quit the game because we're gonna do the controller next. So go ahead and connect your controller, Xbox or PlayStation 5, or if you want to use a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, I guess. I don't have one, so, but we're gonna go into the big picture mode here. Okay, so now we're in big picture mode. So we're gonna go into into the little gear section, and then controller settings. Now, depending on what you have for a controller is what you're gonna select here. I have an Xbox 360 controller or Xbox One controller, so I'm automatically gonna click on Xbox configuration support. If you have a PlayStation controller, you would click on PlayStation, or a Switch, you would click on Switch. So for each one of these, it's towards the controller you're using. And if you don't have those 3 and you have some other gamepad, then you would just click the generic gamepad configuration. But for us, anyone who has Xbox support, then let's go to the library, then Manhunt. We're gonna go into manage game, and you're gonna click on controller configuration. Now, the good thing about this is that with the controller support, the community has already done all of the heavy lifting for us. So you're just gonna click on browse configs, community, and right here are people who have made controls for Manhunt. So as you can see, there's 2 people that have 23 votes each. However, this guy has more hours towards playing the game. I don't know if he's actually played the game that much or just people that have played it. But this one, usually the top one is the one you want to go for, the one that has the most votes. So we're going to click on it and we're going to apply the configuration. Then we're going to click done. And then to the game. Now from here, you can actually exit big picture mode because you already have your configuration set up. So we're just gonna click, and if you want, you can even double check. You can click controller layout, and as you can see, it's already been selected. You don't have to, but for people who want to double check, it's there. So next, we're just gonna click play. Now for this beginning part, obviously you're gonna need a mouse to select play and quit and stuff like that. But once that's done, it should just work perfectly fine. So let me go ahead and grab my controller. I have it right here. And as you can see, I'm clicking it and it's working pretty well. I'm using the right stick and it's moving everything. I don't know if you guys can hear it. You guys can't see it, but you can definitely hear it. So I'm gonna click A, and as you can see, the cutscene already looks good. But let's go ahead and skip this for now.
Are being patrolled by gangs. They're scum, just like you, and they're here to hunt you down and cut you up. I'll try to direct you as best I can, but other than that, you're on your own. It's up to you. Okay, are you ready? Camera, action.
Excellent. So as you can see, the game already is rendering at a 16:9 widescreen resolution, which is really nice. This is in 4K. I'm using a 4K monitor. If you have something more than 4K or less than 4K, then more power to you. It'll look even better. And I just want to show you guys that the controller actually works. So as you can see, I'm using my controller stick here, and then I'm running. As you can see, I'm running right here and I'm using the controller stick. And yeah, like I said, the controller is automatically mapped, so you don't have to worry about that. As long as you follow those steps, you don't have to worry about it. I don't know why Microsoft is talking to me. Like I said, I really hope this helps people because I really like this game. I play it with my boyfriend sometimes, but I just hope this helps somebody because I was trying to find a way to get the game running, and I was able to find this definitive edition mod, and it really does work. The only thing that I guess some people might not like is that the executions are in 16:9, which for VHS, which is usually 4:3 or whatever that resolution is, doesn't make sense for the lore in this game, but I think that's something you can overlook because it's all in HD now. So I think that's something people can overlook. But yeah, I really hope I hope this helped you guys. Let me go ahead and just exit this game here. But I hope this helped you guys, and if it did, thank you so much. You know, I really love this game a lot, and it's really difficult to play this game nowadays because it's just an old game. Anyways, guys, I've been ChipCube, and now if you'll excuse me, I gotta go meet Mr. Nasty because me and him gotta make a new video for 2023. Now go on and check the Steam Deck review, a video I made on just how great the Steam Deck is, as well as some issues it has that over time could definitely be fixed, making this the definitive device for people of all ages.
I've gone through your computer's browser history, and you seem to have a type.
Barack Obama!